All right. Well, good evening, everyone, and welcome to the countdown for Market America's World International World Convention 2022. It's going to be taking place on February 24th through the 26th. And what we've got the good fortune tonight, I do, as well as everybody in attendance tonight. Good fortune to hear from right now, currently two of the biggest and best business builders I know of. In the Asia Pacific region, as well as Canada, with respect to Katherine. But we have Field Vice President Katherine Yin, who is currently in Vancouver right now, but she builds both in Canada and Taiwan. She came fresh off of a local seminar she just did in Taiwan with almost 700, a little over 700 people in attendance, at least that we know that logged in. There probably were more. And then we have Director Candice Yang from Singapore, who happens to be in Taiwan. We had the good fortune to have dinner the other night, and she's in Taiwan visiting her parents. But she also just came off of a local seminar in excess of 500, 600 people in attendance. So two powerful business builders that everybody wants to hear from. And we have the good fortune to hear from them tonight. I'm going to ask them a few questions. This is going to be a conversation, relaxed type of situation. I know they're both a little nervous. Why, I don't know, but, here it is. What I want to start off, I'm going to ask this question of both of them. I'll start with Katherine. Katherine, tell us about how you were introduced as to the unfranchised business.
Okay, thank you. Why I am nervous, first of all, because it's English. I never done like English sharing before. This is my first time. So Kevin say I need a challenge. So he put a challenge on me. So it's my honor to be invited. Okay, anyway, having a market in my life is the most beautiful expectation. Like 20 years ago, one of my acquaintances it tried to approach me, invite me to market business plan, UBP, but I keep rejecting her. The reason I rejected her, not because Market America was not good enough, it was because I was not seeking any opportunities. I wasn't any ambitious. I didn't have any ambition, and I like to stay at my comfort zone. Kevin, I like to stay in my comfort zone. So why should I go to the business plan? And my friend told me, I do believe people make a lot of money from Market America, but it wouldn't be me because I haven't done any sales like experience, or none of my family has the business experiences. So I rejected. But why I go there? Because one day we went to the afternoon tea and we carpool, and after that, they want to go to the UBP. So I just need to go because I didn't have a car to back home, right? So I stayed there for 1 hour, and I didn't really pay attention to the presentation because I didn't mean to go, but I got some ideas. I thought it's kind of funny. After meeting, my friend invited me, say, hey, Katherine, why didn't you just go join with us and give it a try? And I say, just couple $100 to sign up is not too much, shouldn't be too struggling. So I ask two very simple questions. If I got an answer which is okay, then I say, why not? So first question is, are the products very expensive? Because at the time I was 32 years old. Before 32 years old, I never taken any food supplements. I didn't believe I needed, but I started to age and look around the people from Market America. They look younger and younger and prettier and more energetic. Like Kevin, you know that, right? So I think, if it's not too expensive, why not just give a try? And the second, also the price, I think is okay. And the second question is, I look at her and I said, do you really need me? Because it has been a while and she didn't give up on me. So I say, did you really need me? And I can see the desire and eager from her eyes. So I thought, I'm very important. If I didn't join, she probably fail. So I think I should give her some support. But 1 year later, 1 and 4 months later, when I established one business center, I thought I'm so thankful. Actually, that's her help me, not me help him, if I
Uh,
help her. Yeah, so it's
that's
the way.
wonderful.
Yeah,
So it's long story short, you were kidnapped. That's how you were introduced
I
to
would
the
say
business.
that.
You were
Yeah,
kidnapped. In other words, you went to a T, end up going to a UBP because you had no other way to get home.
yeah.
I don't know if I would recommend that process to anybody, but you
No,
never know. It just happened.
no.
I don't think it was by design, but
But
fortunate for us, it happened, you
I
know?
feel good. I feel good. It's okay.
Yeah. So Candice, how were you introduced to the unfranchised business?
Hi, Kevin. Hi, Katherine. Hi. My name is Candice, and I knew this business about 7 to 8 years ago through my cousin in Taiwan. So the time actually he wanted to introduce me a internet platform, online platform to shopping. So the first time he prospect me as a customer. So the things I'm using actually I use some I forgot something I try to search from internet to see whether it has a very good price. But to be frank, the time the price is not so attractive. So I'm not really how to say I like it, even though I register as a preferred customer. Then about I think after 1 year, so about 7 years ago, then when this business really went to Singapore, so the time my cousin in Taiwan, then he told me he want to visit me in Singapore. So I feel like why you came here because my cousin cannot speak English at all, and it's like very typical Taiwanese man. Then he want to come here to visit me. Definitely, there's something he want to discuss with me. So even though the time actually Market Singapore already opened about half year or about 1 year, but he told me say because last time he introduced me this business as a customer, but now he feel like maybe it's the time I can do this business. Then I didn't like catching to ask so many questions. I'm not so smart enough. I only asked him why he want to do this business. So I still remember because he was a smoker. He's smoking in Singapore. I think Kevin know if smoking in Singapore, you cannot anyhow smoke. You need to go to the specific place to smoke, the yellow box. So when he smoked, then he told me, say, actually this business can make the whole family become better. In Chinese, we say like 家族翻身, like, our whole family will be like will be a brand new family, will be not say rich, but definitely better. So I don't understand him, but I just feel like he's innocent and maybe a little bit too innocent. But because of his maybe 2 minutes commercial, I want to really look into this business. And after the simple HPP, I feel like doesn't matter what kind of this business is, because just because he's my cousin and he won't lie to me because of a few $100. Yeah, just simple trust. I just feel like, no, if you think this business can change our family, why not? I just sign. And because you came here, from Taiwan to Singapore, only air ticket is more than the registration fee. So I've got nothing to hide and nothing to lie, even though I give you like whole pack, the sign up fee, even though it's all for you or maybe some percentage. Doesn't matter because you're my cousin. So I just simply believe it. Yeah, so that's how I started. So that's why when I just joined this business, I didn't really do it just because it's just simple belief my cousin. But yes, same, I still feel very grateful because without him I wouldn't be here, I wouldn't have my current life, I wouldn't know of you. That's all my sharing.
Well, when you said you weren't smart enough maybe to get all the questions, everything, that's a little bit of an understatement because I know you're a Mensa genius. And a lot of people don't know that, but she is, and very, very intelligent person. What I would like to do, Katherine, what were you doing before? What were you doing before you were introduced? What was your career? Your what we call the 45 year plan that you were on before you became an unfranchised owner?
Okay. I was a teacher before I was engaged to market American business, and being a teacher is my goal when I was very little because my father was a teacher too. And being in Asia, like for girls, if you can be a teacher, it's a very secure job. So I never had a second thought I would try to find another opportunity. So when I just told you, when people approach me, I say, no, I am not seeking an opportunity, right? So sometimes I'm really thankful. I told my team, like, don't give up on anyone. just because they haven't checked it out, the plan, the market master plan, because I am one of them. So if they say no and you give up, then there's another maybe team leader in your team. So I was a teacher. So
Yeah, well,
I'm still kind of teacher now.
you're still listening. You know, I tell people we're in the business to teach people, to teach other people, to teach other people to teach. And
Yeah.
you know, teachers, coaches, parents. Okay, we're in the bit because parents are teachers, and they have if they have children. Okay, and is that doing this business is like I always say is like raising children.
That's
Okay,
right.
not that
That's
they're
right.
children, they're adults, but it's very similar. Candice, what were you doing before you became an unfranchised owner?
Before that, actually, I'm a typical job hopper. I keep changing my job, but I keep changing the industry I'm doing, but roughly I'm doing business development. It's linked to sales and marketing, but it's not, it's more for B2B. It's not really B2C. So yeah, I like to know the business itself, like why I like to do the business development, because this role actually to allow you to know that many company, how they're doing the business, you know, those stuff. So I keep changing my job, and definitely after that, I feel like it's not any careers or any jobs fault. It's just because it's 45 years plan. Yeah.
Well, we're really glad that you've, you know, basically settled on, you know, your unfranchised. And that brings me to another question. And with respect to being an unfranchised owner, you know, we basically came from different backgrounds, trading, you know, trading hours for dollars, if you will, into an entrepreneurial experience, you know, where really in the end, you know, you get paid proportionally based on the results that you get. You know, I'm a big fan of, or, you know, I often say, you know, your level of success in this business is going to be directly proportional to your willingness to take personal responsibility for the results that you get. And that's really what it's all about as far as being an entrepreneur. So, Katherine, what would you say that is your has been your best experience with, you know, since establishing your business along the way? I know it's been a few years. So what would you say that has been the greatest benefit?
Oh, you know what? I really like these questions because I think I thought about that, and I got 3 very good benefits from experiencing the market business. First one is that when I was 35 years old, I was pregnant, and that time in market America, I already have 10,000. So my incomes keep going on. This first one, and the second one is 2005, market America entered to Taiwan. I'm so happy because my family, my friends is in Taiwan. So I have the opportunities and the experiences to have my friends and family in Taiwan. But without market America, I couldn't do that because my sister she was an office worker. I didn't even know what her job was. And my brother, he works for a motherboard company. I didn't know what's motherboard. I only know cotton board, right? So, so usually we work in the different industries. How can I help them, right? So, but in market America, we can work. I have the experience. So no matter what background, what educations, we can work together. So I help them. This the second one. And the third one is like I have tons of friends in market America because it's a teamwork. We share our vision and we overcome the difficulties together, and we have the same experiences. So like Kevin, you know, you have tons of friends in North America and Pacific Asia. So every time when I fly back to Taiwan twice a year, like 2 weeks, like a couple of weeks before I fly back, that my teammates start to text me the pictures of food, this food and that food restaurant, and here and there. They start to arrange the schedules not only for Korean, but also for fun. So that is the greatest benefits I experienced, like for people lifelong friendship.
Well, that's great. Candice, what about you? What would you say, you know, has been, you know, your best experience since establishing your Market America franchise?
All right. For me, it's I think it's similar, but it's quite different situation because when I'm doing this business, actually I'm doing part-timely. I still have a full-time job. So what's the first thing? Then the second benefit I feel is good is even though the time I'm only master coordinator, and even though I feel like I don't know how to pay the 2,000, sounds very not so much, but it's a lot to me. Then after I went back Singapore, which is already 3 months. The 3 months I spent Chinese New Year with my dad. I went to convention, US convention, my army at the time. Yeah, so it's really, I didn't do anything about shop.com. I even didn't see my WhatsApp. I even didn't really see my back office. And I want to tell more people about this because it saved me, definitely saved more people like me. Yeah, so that's one of the benefits. You give me not only my health, not only my confidence, but also because this is really proven business. I feel it by myself at the first 2 years, which is I just do this business. Yeah.
That's wonderful. Let me ask you this. I got another thing. If you wouldn't mind, both of you, start with Katherine. Can you share with everyone, what your experience was with respect to attending your very first major event? We've got the Market America World Conference coming up on the 24th to the 26th of February. And, a lot of people might be sitting on the fence. A lot of people don't really understand the importance of getting to the major event. If you wouldn't mind, just share with me, quickly your first experience, the experience you had in attending your very first major event. And not only that, what you think attending the major event does for an unfranchised owner.
Okay, I remember my first major event is like probably 20-ish years ago, a couple of months after I joined the business. And I went to in Vancouver, there's no convention. So the major event is the local seminar, right? So I went there, I sit in the very back, the last row in the kind of convention. And I saw the kind of recognition. I was so shocked. I say, wow, it's real. There's a lot of people stand on the stage, and they have and at that time I just got a first paycheck, $300, and I was still skeptical. I thought maybe this is only the first one, it would be the last one. But that convention is kind of the seeds of belief, and in my mind start to grow because I see it. It's real. So I would suggest all the partners or teammates, you got to spend invest your tickets, but you invest to the tickets 6 months later. Wow, it's different. It's a huge chance of return. So if you want to be the entrepreneur, you cannot count 1 cent, $1. If you save little money, then you're gonna lose big money. Okay, so convention is very good education leverage tool because our business is going to pass generation to generation. Think about this. 17 years ago, when Market America entered to market Taiwan, and the kids, I saw some kids just 10 years old, but now they are 27 years old, and they are Market America director. We can see the young generation, they are directors like 27, 28. But so look around the kids around me, look around 10 years, kindergarten kids, they probably will be the next directors, the next 20 years, right? But what can we provide them to be the director? It's education, it's knowledge, and education and knowledge is power. It comes from the major events. It doesn't come from me or from the other team leader. It's from convention. It's a leverage. So that's what I suggest. It definitely needs to go.
Thank you, Katherine. And if Candice, what about your first experience, at a major event? If you'd share the impact that first experience had, and why you would, encourage all unfranchised owners to get their ticket and get to the Market America World Conference.
Okay, my first major event actually is Taiwan Convention, because just now I share how I signed up this business, right? So because it's really I feel like help my cousin to make his dream come true, right? Yeah, but actually I don't really believe it. So one day he just pissed off because he want to do those like getting started guy or want to follow up with me. I just don't want to talk to him. And the time don't have Zoom. Yeah, because it's 7 years ago. Yeah, so he just pissed off. He just forced me in the way he forced me to go back Taipei to have this convention. So the time actually I already decide in my mind, say, okay, at the last chance I see this business, because the time Singapore don't have convention yet. Yeah, so I feel like, okay, let's have a look. How big is this event and why you feel like it can change my family's destiny. All right. So when I went there, to be frank, at first it's overwhelming because it's the first time I know it's a HPP, right? Home visit presentation. Only like few aunties came to the stage to say how much they earn. And in Singapore, I feel like they're not earning enough, right? Because at the time I don't know the passive and recurring income difference with the normal living income. So I went to convention the first time, I feel like overwhelming. Oh no, the J Chow or the May Days concert not so big enough, and there's so many people, and just as a catching, just sharing, there's so many people, they're young, and I feel like maybe their background not good as me, but they are earning so much. And of course, actually, I saw the partner store. The business opportunity I saw is because of the partner store. The time I believe is the VOGUE magazine is the first time cooperate with the Market Taiwan. So when the marketing director or whoever just went to the stage and bow to the audience, the Market Taiwan, the convention, the physical on-site convention is very big hall, right? It's like 360 degree. So I feel like what happens, and how spectacle am I? I even Google and linking to this person whether it's really the person in charge in what magazine. I really see whether it's some caliphate to the stage to act, they represent, right? So you see how unbelievable.
Yeah. You were very skeptical.
Yeah, very, yeah, I'm from the finance background, banking and finance background. So it's like, but anyway, I really saw the business opportunity, and I really feel like, I don't know how to explain this. It's like we watch a concert. I'm not J Cho, I'm not made. I cannot dance, right? I'm not Celine Dion, I cannot perform to my team. And I don't know how to let others know. So after which, I bring people to convention nonstop, no matter Taiwan, US, or Singapore or Southeast Asia. That's all I do, because I feel like I don't have background. In Singapore, my English not so good because I'm not local. And I don't have any network, right? So I feel like what I can do is I try my best to bring the people to the convention to let them see by themselves, because maybe I see the partner store, I see the recognition, maybe they see other things, but no matter how, as long as we are at the correct and the right environment, it helps them. That means help us and help the whole economy, and it's really, really good, because it's my vision is to help all, and they can after that maybe change the world. Yeah, so convention is definitely the best part. Yeah.
That brings me to my next question, Candice, and I'm going to start with you.
Sure.
And because you actually brought up the next question I was going to ask, and that is how is buying and selling tickets in advance and attending the major events impacted the growth of your unfranchised? I think you touched on the fact that you can't just, you as an individual, go experience a major event and then go back home to your group and basically replicate that experience, okay, and grasp everything that's there. And you emphasize the fact that they've got to attend. But what has it meant to the growth of your business by getting as many people to that major event as possible?
Okay, I feel this is like, how to say, because GMTSS is to us, it's extra money to pay, right? But I really like this kind of a system, because if let's say you like the product itself, maybe you can become a UFO too. So I really have this kind of mindset. To me is, if you are the one boarding to this business, to this platform, you want to earn money. You want to have some, that's what you want, and you confirm with it. So for me and my team, buy ticket, convention ticket is a compulsory thing. Why? Because first of all, I can teach you. Like for example, I can teach you, but if let's say my junior is a teacher, Maybe she believes catering more than me. I don't have teacher background, right? So this is really the platform to fully leverage the whole convention. And if you ask me, there's a one point also called opportunity cost. If we don't go to the convention, and what we lost, just actually Katherine also mentioned it, right? $200 we lost, but what else? So for me, I feel like I always tell my team, it's not option. It's just if you ask me, going to convention, if you really want to earn the money, it's just it's not yes or no. It's how many tickets you want, how many convention you want to go. If you want to go, if you want to have a, how to say, the further vision, then definitely besides the local convention, you need to go to Taiwan or US, you know. So I never ever stop, even though it's after that became a hybrid or, you know, online. So what I want to tell is, for me, my team is really, really based on the tickets. And I can tell, to be fair, now what we do is I will see my team, how many tickets they have. That's how I follow up with them. It's not only the BV, IBV. It's not only how many EC we have in the team. You know, the EC, even though you have a 5,000, doesn't mean you have a really. So it's most important is the tickets, because the tickets can tell how much your team really, really believe in the system. So as JR and Kevin always say, without believing, we cannot do this business, cannot do anything. So if we really go with the flow, we imprinting this skill, or actually you ask me, sell ticket is a skill, but buy ticket is not skill, right? It's whether you want or not. As long as we duplicate this and we believe this and we follow this, definitely there's no failure. But I don't want to try to fail. So I always tell my team to do, and this one is really helped me, because if there's this time, like every half year we have a convention, right? I can see if there's a really, really, like for example, I have a team like maybe as a professional coordinator. Maybe for them, this time, maybe they buy 100 tickets. But next time, they only buy 50 tickets. And definitely you can see the pay will be dropped maybe 3 months after, or maybe few months after. Definitely maybe not currently. And some people will feel like $200, I can buy some stuff, or maybe OPC plus some BV, but BV is temporary. Most important is the leaders. So how to build the leaders? Definitely not by us, it's by GMTS and the bigger event to build the bigger leader. Yeah, that's why I always see the tickets, major event ticket, how many they have, to see how much is the growth and how much is my team and how stable is our team structure. Yeah.
Wow, that's wonderful. There's some tremendous insight there. I hope everybody was listening. Katherine, I'm going to ask you the same question. How has buying and selling tickets in advance to the major event impacted the growth of your own franchise?
First of all, I will tell them what are the best occasions to sell the tickets. Okay, the best occasion sell tickets. First one is convention. So bring the tickets to the convention, next the convention, and bring it to the now this convention. And when you feel excitement, it heat. Okay, you can see the people's face that, oh, they are happy. Go approach, sell them tickets for the next convention 6 months later. So there's the first one, you got to catch it. Okay, and the second one, bring the tickets whenever like major events, backstage fire, local seminar, we got a meetings after meeting, right? Also bring the tickets, sell the newcomers and new partners or team leaders, whatever, sell them, because the speaker in backstage or local seminar, the speaker already sell the tickets for you. So don't procrastinate. Okay, with the heat, you can sell tickets. And then like when you do the ABC, or you bring people to UBP, always bring the convention tickets, because people, they want to evaluate it, they want to see it's real. So sell the tickets. If they show their enthusiasm or their wellness, $200 is nothing for people who want to evaluate a business, right? And the second one, set a goal. Everyone, I don't expect one to sell 10 tickets, 100 tickets. Probably is too pressure for them, but I want everyone sell one ticket per month, one ticket per month. Then 6 months later, you sell 6 tickets, right, for a next convention. But it's not only one person sell tickets. With their team, maybe 5 people sell tickets, 1 each month. So you got 30 people go to the convention. If you get 100 people sell tickets per month, then you got 600 people to the convention. So they got put off their pressure. Some people, they procrastinate to the last minute, last month. Oh, I got 3 tickets left. So they want to sell tickets to nowhere. So I want them to sell tickets and tell them why sell the tickets, why leverage, just Candace say, leverage is so important, right? You can see the corporate team, you can see JR, Margaret, Kevin, everyone there can feel it's real and how they brainstorm. You can see cooperating, they're so smart. We don't need to be smart. We can be stupid, but we just have a smart team, right? We just follow, right? We just follow step by step. I can just, no brainer, just tell me. I go to East, you tell me to go to East, I won't go to the West. Okay, so bring them to the smart place to be a smart person. This is what I told him. And finally, I would say, going to the convention is like holiday, the meaning like Christmas and Thanksgiving. So people, they go family reunion twice a year, right? Because they show their love to the family. Like Market America, we are family. You got to show your love, no matter how busy you are, no matter how far you live, but you got to show your love twice a year. You say love us, show it. Come back, Market America family reunion, and we got a COVID-19 can stop our physical, gathering, but it cannot stop our heart, link it to each other from the screen. So show your love, show your enthusiasm to us. We need it for the special season for a reunion.
Wow, thank you, Katherine. Thank you, Candice. Let me tell you what, this was tremendous information that you imparted to everybody. I'm ready to go buy my tickets. I got to get a couple more people there. You both of you have sold me on getting people to the Market America World Conference. I do want to thank you so much for agreeing to participate. I know it was a challenge for both of you, but I appreciate it so much of giving of your time to not only everybody but myself, to help me out with this. And I think everybody can see why these are 2 of the top builders in the Asia Pacific region, as well as trainers and speakers that everybody flocks to. I mean, their passion for the business, and they're truly inspiring, with their stories, their techniques, and their true desire to help everybody become successful. And I thank you both. Thank you very much, Katherine. Thank you, Candice. And with that, I'm going to bid everybody goodbye, and we will see everyone at the Market America World Conference 2022 on February 24th through the 26th. So everybody in Asia, make sure we get our tickets. Let's get our watch parties together and see everybody there. Thank you. God bless everybody tonight, and for Candice and me in the morning. Take care.
Yes.
Thank
you so much.
Thank you.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.